Kia ora, and welcome to this IT training tutorial video on adding the word chapter into the front of your first level heading. Now, in a previous video we added numbering to our headings, but you'll find that when you do that you cannot easily add any text to the left of the number. So in this video we're going to look at how you can put the word chapter in front of your top level heading so that your documents start with the heading Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, etc. First of all, you'll want to apply and modify your headings. So if you remember, you'll do that on the Home tab. You'll be applying your headings and modifying them. And then you'll also go into the multi-level list after clicking in your heading. And in here, you'll go to the second row, the third column across, and just add the numbering to your headings. Now, before I go any further, usually a good idea for me to go to this paragraph group and turn on the non-printing characters just so I can see what's happening. And I also suggest whenever you're working with headings that you go to the View tab or the View menu and either choose Sidebar and Navigation, or from the View tab just turn on the navigation pane. And remember, the second tab across is going to show you all of your headings. This can make it easy for you to see things that you can't necessarily see on screen. Now, with your cursor still in heading 1, we're going to go back into the Home tab and back into that multi-level list. But this time we'll go to the bottom of that window and choose Define New Multi-Level List. And this time, right here, we're going to be modifying level 1, and we're going to click very carefully to the left of that number, and we're going to add the word chapter and a space. And you can see by the preview over to the right that that's exactly what's happened. It's just added that word to the beginning, and then I'll click OK. Now, because I've got my non-printing characters on, I can see that Word puts a tab at the end of the number. You can see that everywhere in your document, and that's normally just fine. But if you do want to change that here or anywhere, go back into Define New Multi-Level List. There's a notch at the bottom left. I've got mine open already, and that will give you further information. In here where it says Follow Number With, you can change that tab character to a space or nothing at all. So if I change that to just a space, you'll see that it just has shifted those a little bit closer together. And if I wanted to, I can just take it back to nothing at all and just see what that looks like. Click OK, and now you see that's much closer, and I can do what I like in there, adding spaces, for example, if I choose to. When you click on the numbers in your document, these are live fields. They turn gray. You cannot change them in the document. Instead, program them in that multi-level list window. That concludes this video on adding the word chapter in front of your top level heading. Thanks for your attention, and kia ora.